The static hour. It began as a whisper in the wires. For most people in the town of Bellmere, it was just another power flicker. Lights dimming, clocks pausing for a second. But for Daniel Ward, it became the one thing he couldn't ignore. Every night, at exactly 3:11 a.m., the world around him stopped. The first time it happened, he thought he was dreaming. He had fallen asleep on the couch with the TV on. The static on the screen stretched into a low, humming tone. The clock froze. The second hand trembled, then went still. Outside, the rain hung midair, droplets suspended like glass. The wind halted mid-gust. Even the blinking light across the street froze in place. And yet Daniel could move. He stepped toward the window. The street was silent, painted in gray. No sound, no motion, only the faint electric hum vibrating through the walls. Then, far away, he heard footsteps, slow, deliberate, coming from nowhere. When the world snapped back a minute later, the TV hissed to life. Every clock in the apartment flashed the same frozen number, 3:11. He waited for it the next night. Sitting in the dark, heart racing, he stared at the clock as the digits turned. 3:10. 3:11. The hum returned, deep and metallic. Time stopped again. This time, the footsteps came sooner. They echoed down the hallway outside his door, too steady to be random, too soft to be real. Daniel pressed his ear to the wood. The footsteps stopped. He heard breathing, then 3 quiet knocks. When everything came back to life, a black smudge, like soot, marked his doorknob. He started keeping notes. Night 3, 62 seconds. Static louder. Smell of ozone. Night 5, cat frozen outside window mid-jump. Recording failed. Footage reversed itself. Night 7, knock again. Whispered something I couldn't hear. He told his neighbor, Jill, a science teacher. She joked about ghosts in the grid, but looked uneasy when he showed her the timestamps. That's when the substation flickers, she said. Every night at 3:11. Probably old wiring. That night she texted, "You awake? Clocks froze here too. Weird." The next morning her door was locked from the inside. Coffee still warm. She was gone. Daniel stopped sleeping. He searched Bellmere's records, fires, blackouts, disappearances, and found one detail that never changed: the time. 3:11 a.m. A retired officer told him the story. The substation had burned decades ago. Witnesses swore they saw faces in the smoke. Ever since, strange things happened at the same minute every night. They say it's not a blackout, she told him. It's a gap. Something looks back through it. If it notices you, you're marked. Daniel asked what she meant. She only said, "Don't open the door when it knocks." That night, he set up his camera anyway. 3:10, the air thickened. 3:11, the world stopped. Through the frozen hum came a whisper, stretched, mechanical, crawling from the walls. "You stayed awake." He turned toward the TV. The static moved, not random noise anymore, but faces. They flickered in the light like trapped signals. Among them he saw Jill, eyes white, mouth open in a silent scream. The camera glitched, recording nothing but his reflection, still, terrified, framed in static. When the world restarted, the air smelled like burnt dust. Every screen displayed a single image, his own face, staring out of the distortion. He packed a bag and left town before sunrise. Weeks later, a worker repairing the power lines outside Bellmere found a phone lying in the mud. Its last video was only 10 seconds long. Daniel standing before a dark window, whispering something the mic couldn't catch. Behind him, faint and flickering, another figure mirrored his movements perfectly. The timestamp, 3:11 a.m. Locals still talk about the strange hum that rolls through Bellmere on windless nights. Streetlights dim. Radios crackle with phantom voices. Some say it's just the grid, old wires breathing. Others swear that if you're awake when the lights flicker and the air goes still, you'll hear it too, a voice behind the static, waiting for you to notice. And if you do, you'll hear the knock. Then everything stops.